You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We are kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a check of your forecast.
Chesley, a warm start to the Tuesday morning.
Oh, very warm. Yeah, temperatures are in the 60s as we speak. We have a few clouds overhead right now. No rain coming out of those clouds. That's the good news. We could see a garden variety thunderstorm pop up this afternoon, but it's a very low threat, less than a 20% chance for this afternoon. For the most part, you'll see partly sunny skies, and temperatures will climb all the way up into the mid to upper 80s for this afternoon. So short sleeves, at least that's my suggestion. Guys, back to you.
We continue to follow breaking news about the future of the country's abortion laws. This is a live look for you at the U.S. Supreme Court, where things have calmed down after protests erupted overnight, but we expect protesters will be back today. A new political report appears to show the draft of a decision that would overturn Roe v. Wade.
We know this landmark decision protects a woman's right to choose abortion, and it has been the law of the land for nearly 50 years. Christy Diaz following the reaction to the leak this morning. Christy, what can you tell us about this? A lot of people waking up going to be talking about this one.
Oh, and the reaction didn't even wait until morning. We're going to work on Christy's mic, but the organization Planned Parenthood has tweeted, let's be clear, this is a draft opinion. It's outrageous. It's unprecedented, but it's not final yet. Abortion is your right, and it is still legal.
So we got some information from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who weighed in on this on Twitter as well. She says if the report is accurate, the Supreme Court is poised to inflict the greatest restriction of rights in the past 50 years, not just on women, but on all Americans.
Georgia Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock tweeted, as a pro-choice pastor, I've always believed that a patient's room is way too small for a woman, her doctor, and the United States government. I'll always fight to protect a woman's right to choose, and that will never change.
David Perdue, who's running against Brian Kemp for governor, tweeted his reaction saying, when I'm governor, Georgia will be the safest place in America for the unborn. Neither Governor Kemp nor the other Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff has posted a response.
So the final ruling from the Supreme Court is expected to come out in late June or early July.
Well, you might remember this photo we first showed you yesterday morning as police were searching for the woman who they say shot a 17-year-old in the face on the highway. Well, less than 24 hours ago, police say they arrested Brittany Griffith for what they're calling a road rage shooting. These new details are chilling, like, whoa. Police say Griffith followed the victim's car full of teens for miles down I-20 on Sunday before they say she started shooting. And then they also tell us her own kids were in the back seat the entire time this was happening. This morning, Brittany Griffith is in jail with no bond.
According to the Department of Justice, almost 24 Georgians are facing charges for their role in the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. And one man just learned his prison sentence. A judge ordered Kevin Douglas Creek to spend 27 months in prison for attacking law enforcement during the Capitol riots. He is from Alpharetta. Here are some of the images that lawyers used to prosecute Creek. According to the Department of Justice, he assaulted at least 3 officers that day. He pleaded guilty in December. After his time in prison, he'll be on probation and have to pay $2,000 in restitution.
In other news this morning, a South Fulton councilwoman and police chief, they're coming together to make the city's parks safer after a deadly shooting in Welcome All Park. A young father was gunned down there last month. Now the city is increasing safety patrols, adding more cameras out there and also some park rangers to all 18 parks across the city.
The city of Atlanta is extending permits for 8,000 scooters across 3 companies, even though last week police raised concerns for safety surrounding these scooters. Officers say they've noticed an increase in riders overall and also an increase in people committing crimes on them. APD tells 11 Alive criminals are using scooters for car break-ins, thefts, even shootings.
City employees waking up to some welcome news this morning. We learned that Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens is working to get more money in their pockets. Molly Oak joining us live with new information and the mayor's proposed budget and how it could impact these families. Molly, more money is always a good idea for people and their families.
Yeah, more than $734 million going into this proposed budget, the largest investment in city history. Now, while council still needs to approve it, we want to break down some of the highlights, along with providing a cost of living adjustment for some of the city employees. This budget would add another $500,000 in grant funding for the arts. It would also include investments to expand operations for at-promise youth centers, maintenance of public safety facilities, and invest in parks and green spaces. Now, this is just some of the investments this proposed budget would make. There's also a lot going towards first responders, including increasing funding to hire more police officers as well.
All right, that has been a big issue, Molly. Thank you so much. Time now is 6:56.
Here is another look at what you need to know before you head out the door.
Strong reaction from both sides keep coming in this morning to news that the Supreme Court could overturn Roe v. Wade. Politico says it has obtained and verified now a draft opinion by the Supreme Court, meaning women in the U.S. could lose their federal right to have abortions. That could happen at the end of June, but nothing is final yet.
President Biden once again will ask Congress for more money, another $33 billion for Ukraine to defend itself against Russia. The president will update us after touring Alabama's Lockheed Martin facility, which is manufacturing the guns the U.S. is providing Ukraine.
Later today, Clayton County Schools will hold its first community meeting on safety since banning book bags and lockers for middle and high school students. The district says they caught a number of students bringing weapons to school. The first safety forum is tonight at 6 at North Clayton Middle School.
It's National Teacher Day, and Ellen is helping to celebrate one of Atlanta's educators who has gone above and beyond inside the classroom. Ellen played a prank on Ron Clark Academy teacher Michael with playing a game of blindfolded musical chairs, but when he finally turned around, she gifted him a new pickup truck.
All right, we are looking at a beautiful day. It's going to be warm out there, though. By the time we get to noon, we're looking at temperatures getting up to 80 degrees. Partly sunny skies will be the call. We'll stay that way right on through the afternoon. Temperatures around 84 degrees by 3, going up to about 86 for an afternoon high. We'll drop back down to 85 degrees by 6 o'clock as you're driving home. There may be a stray sprinkle or two, but it's only a 20% chance. For the most part, you're going to be dry for today. Enjoy.
Worth repeating, thank you to the teachers, National Teacher Day, and that goes for our favorite professor, Mr. Chesley McNeil.
Does that count?
I think so.
We're going to make it count.
Make it count.
You're a man of positivity.
I was going to say, here's your apple.
Yeah.
Today's show is next. Have a great day, everybody. See you back here tomorrow morning.